Happy spring, fellow gardeners. So it's been a long time, and in the time since I left you guys, I moved. So I am putting in some brand new gardens. Lil Urban Farm is not as urban as before. I'm actually out in the country a little bit now. But I have a nice big yard that I'm working with now. So there's going to be a lot more room for all the things that I want to have, and maybe even bees soon, after I get through my gardens and reinstalling chickens. But since I'm starting from scratch, it's an awesome opportunity to have people come along with me on the journey and learn from the beginning. And the first thing is obviously gardens. Oops, my battery is not cooperating. So you guys have probably heard me talk about these bricks before. You can get these at Lowe's and Home Depot. They have these grooves in them, which perfectly fit 2x6 boards. And you can have them cut the boards for you. That's what I did. I got 16... Let me think this through a minute. No, they were bigger than... No, they were 16 feet boards. I had them slice them in half, and then of course I had some of them cut into fourths as well. So these beds that I'm putting in are 4 foot by 8 foot. And so far I have 1, 2, and then I'm working on a third one. I might even put in a fourth one, but for now I just got the stuff for 3. And I had a truckload of dirt delivered to me. It is a cheaper way to get dirt versus buying the bags at Home Depot and Lowe's. If you're doing something small, that'll work, but if you're doing like I'm doing and starting from scratch, it's just more economical to get a truckload. Now this is actually compost, and it rained yesterday, so this is kind of compacted, but compost is going to be that really nice dark soil with a lot of organic matter in it. It's great for growing vegetables. I don't know if I'll need to put another fertilizer in here right away. I don't know exactly what this compost is made up from. It's from the city in Charlotte, and that's what my friend got for me. They're running a program out of the recycling center where they create this, and I guess everybody around the city, even companies, are going to them to get this. So it's pretty cool. It's cheaper than most of the other soils, and I hate to not support some of the other local places that are dealing in soil and dirt and stuff, but you can't beat $20 a cubic yard. So anyway, I did want to show you guys. This is the last one that I'm working on here, and my camera's wonky because I've got it turned backwards. But I started building this, and I'm so scientific with my measuring that I even used my 4-foot boards to divide this. However, that's the cool thing about these boards, is that if I wanted to turn that into a lower garden and have this be tiered, you could. That's one of the reasons I like these blocks. One of the other reasons I like them, there is a hole right here. And if you wanted to build this up higher, you could. They just get a little bit unsteady, so you would drive some rebar or something down in there. And I'm wondering if for the fall, if I can't go ahead and get something to do like a hoop house and use these holes as the placeholder for that. So this upcoming year, I'll have to try that and report back on how that does. But yeah, so for now, this is the one that I'm working on. And it's so easy. You just stack the bricks, you get your boards. Now I already had this one pretty much laid out. This one's actually running a lot flatter than my other ones, so I'm probably not going to dig this one down too far unless I'm noticing that it's way off, which it is a little on this end, so I'll probably dig that out a little to level it. I did that for each of these, so you'll notice they're kind of dug out. I was doing my best to level them. So one more. And then what I'm going to do is, you see this cardboard here. I'm going to lay all this cardboard down in there on top of the grass, because you use it as like a weed cloth, basically. And because I just moved, I have tons and tons and tons of cardboard. So you take off all the plastic. Sorry, my one-handedness has not, my one-handed filming not gotten any better over the winter. But stack this stuff in here, get the plastic tape off. You cover the whole thing, and you know, then you can cover it with dirt. Another reason I really like this setup, you could take both of these boards on the end out, so that when you've got your wheelbarrow, guess what? You can wheel it right in there. You know, you're not having to trip over it. You're not having to step over it. You can just wheel your wheelbarrow right in there and drop off all your soil. So that's what that looks like. As I fill it, I'll try to get some supporting video for you. But it's really gonna look no different than what I had in the other two beds over there. So the other thing that I just did yesterday, I did not film it, though I might film the other ones. I went ahead this year, and because I've got so much land I'm working with, I bought raspberries and black raspberries. Black raspberries are not something that many people know about down here in the South. They are something up north that we know. They grow wild, and my grandmother used to grow them on her property. So I was able to find them this year at Walmart and Lowe's. So if you've got a Walmart or a Lowe's near you, give them a try. They are a type of raspberry. It is not a blackberry. They're a raspberry. They're a darker colored raspberry. They're so delicious. We call them black caps. They are one of my family's favorites. But I went ahead and bought some, and I bought some raspberries. And so I'm finding spots along my fence that these are going. I've got 4 of each. So they say not to plant them together. So those 4 are gonna go there. And I'm probably gonna plant the other 4 on the other side just to make sure that there's a lot of distance in between them. And gosh, there's so much. There's gonna be so much that we get to do this season together. So I'm very excited. I also have a lot of gardening like this to do. These were all the bricks that were at my old house I brought with me. Some of these plants I brought with me, I dug them up. This here is either a Shasta daisy or a coreopsis. These are some lilies that I got free off of a site, and I dug up the bulbs to take with me. My poor lavender, not looking so good. Not sure if that will make it or not. I have another one, we'll see. I can always buy another one if I have to, but I tried to rescue them. Apparently they don't like to be transplanted very much. And obviously you can see there's a ton of weeds in here. I got to put some of that nice compost in here, probably some weed cloth, and I'll be working these up, you know, all along these fences on both sides. The chickens, I'm not sure where they're going to go yet. My chicken coop is here, but it's in rough shape. We can walk over and see that. It's just, you guys probably remember my chickens got nabbed last year. So I have to replace them all, but I also need a fortified structure. And this one, unfortunately, it's falling apart. Here it is. So I'm unsure what I'm going to do with it right now. It's here in case I want to use it. If I don't end up using it, it might end up in the burn pile. But I'm thinking I might need to get kind of like a dog kennel sort of thing, because I do have all these woods behind me, and it's fenced, but there are some areas I have seen some rabbits and things in here. There is a tree that has fallen on the fence in the back that I have to take care of, but I don't know. I don't know what could possibly get through here. I have heard coyotes up here, so I'm sure if they hear chickens, they will try to make an appearance. So I definitely want to make sure that wherever I put them, they're going to be protected. But this is the other side of the fence. You can see I've got all of the buckets and barrels and things that all of this stuff came with me. Here's the other lavender. Part of that's holding on, part of it is not. We'll see if that makes it. Here's the rosemary, and some of the strawberries. I haven't figured out where I'm putting the herbs yet. This was some kale that I brought with me, and oh, look at that. I think that's kale. That almost looks like broccoli coming in, but that was a kale. I never really got to have them, so they're bolting and turning into flowers. So they're pretty. Probably not edible now, but they're pretty. There's the lemon balm I brought. There's the mugwort. And then back here is those raspberries that never seem to do anything. I just cart them from place to place. Maybe here they'll do better. I'm gonna make sure to get some real good peat moss on them. And then I have the blueberries over here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're kind of nestled in here with this these violets that are growing along the fence that are so beautiful. Again, I'm just starting to build out this wall, so it's going to take me some time, but these are the blueberries and we'll see how well they do. I think some of these maybe already, I don't know if these are flowers that have fallen off or if they are going to turn into blueberries. We will see. We will see. So yeah, I mean, this is all stuff that's been transplanted, so I don't know how it's going to do after it's been moved. And everything is just trying to find a home right now. And hopefully I can get this space back to something that is lush and abundant like it was. I think I'm going to have a lot more things that I can plant and garden with here. So I'm very excited, and I hope that some of you will join me again for this journey. And if you're just getting started, good luck. And I hope we can share with each other what we're up to. So have a great day.